Shall we begin?
Welcome to the Happy MonsterCast. I'm your host, Scott Marchand Davis of Happy Monster Press.
Let's begin now.
This week on the Happy MonsterCast, the heroes of SET Alpha 1-2 encounter a deadly Fade Town. Trigger warning, cannibalism.
My name is Brendan. I will be playing Leviticus Overton, a quick flex glitter boy.
Hi, my name is Frankie. I'm playing Kuva, a Simvin Burster.
Hi, my name is Jung Soo, and I will be playing an elf cyber knight named Mingbi.
Hi, my name is Frank, and I'm playing Click, a Troubadour Techno Wizard.
Hi everyone, I'm Bob, and I'm playing Quinlan, who's an elven leyline walker.
Previously on the Happy MonsterCast. So, you head on out, and they drop you off on the border. And you have directions at this point that will lead you to Shadow Village, where the dam is powering the narrative element summoning apparatus, or NISA.
I'm sorry, the what?
This is the device
okay.
Powered by the mystery discs from the Jungle Castle.
Oh boy.
Is producing all these strange conjurations. Tomorrow Legion Force, are you armed and combat capable?
Oh, good heavens, yes.
We need your assistance. Members of our group who have been captured by a devil unicorn. There's a Fade Town called Slaughtertown. Slaughtertown is the home of the Groppers, which are these, they're kind of like half pig, half giant avocado. But the folks in Slaughtersville have got a good 2-month supply of food for Castle Legion stored up. They've been smoking Gropper for quite a while.
It's delicious.
And, we're trading the weapons in our ATVs here for the meat. You can see the hideous devil unicorn.
Hideous devil unicorn.
Cackling as it claws at these poor devil men who are cowering in the corner. All right, so Aurora says, we need mega damage. The unicorn is going to taunt you. But
Okay.
its hideous laughter is just kind of ridiculous. So,
We all start laughing back.
okay, Leviticus, you're up.
Okay, this guy is going to give a boom gun to the face.
That will hit with a raise. With an 11.
Goodness.
Ouch.
Wow.
So, with a total of 53 damage, I have to do a little bit of math. You return to the Tomorrow Legion guys who have managed to get their ATVs going. All right, we can proceed ahead, and they lead you towards this Fade Town. As you come to the gate, you see that you've got some pretty well-armed guards, and they usher you in through the gate into the town square. And this gentleman wearing a sash comes striding forward with a couple of guards behind him. And you can see pretty obviously what you're dealing with here. He's a human, but he's wearing dragon hide armor and a drug harness, so he is clearly a dragon juicer.
Oh boy.
Delicious pyre at your service, but my friends call me Don, mayor for life of Slaughtersville, of course. My profuse apologies. The dragon juicing, it affects the mind a little. My memory is terrible. Says, all right, woohoo!
Oh boy.
Delicious pyre at your service, but my friends call me Don, mayor for life of Slaughtersville, of course. My profuse apologies. The dragon juicing, it affects the mind a little. My memory is terrible. He sees one of the Nor behind him. Oh my! He grabs the Nor and kind of holds him out at arm's length. Oh, you poor luscious child. You look so lost and afraid. Welcome to Slaughtersville. We're gonna treat you right. He turns back to.
Does he look hungry? How's he looking at this guy?
Yeah, he seems a little manic, perhaps a little wild-eyed. He turns back to you. How can I help you, my fellow warriors?
We're just escorting these, I don't know, these people who wanted to trade food for arms.
Food for arms. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you boys load up the weapons here, and we can if you stay the night, we'll load you up with plenty of meat in the morning.
Morning.
Do we still have the psychic link going?
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. I'll say you still have the psychic link going.
Okay. My spider sense is tingling greatly.
Yeah. I think we should eat and leave. Well, okay, so do we want to leave these people here? I guess we just save them from
the refugee. He's like, oh, we'll be happy to take the refugees in, and we can offer you all a welcome feast.
The food for arms people, did they have any pictures of what the townspeople look like?
No, they weren't the group that did the initial scouting.
The group that did the initial scouting came back, right?
Yeah, they came back.
Okay.
Why is your spider sense tingling? I just think these people are a little nuts.
My spider sense is tingling because this guy obviously has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, and can't really remember the name of the town.
Yeah.
So he gestures for the music to start up again, and he says, come on, have a seat. Let me get you some drinks.
Can I throw down a notice roll to see if there's any obvious signs of conflict?
Yeah, sure. Not that you can see.
I'm gonna now proceed to find the nearest campfire and read the flames. Or feed the
Okay.
fire.
The fires are in the house. So in the houses. So I'm gonna need you to make a stealth roll to kind of sneak in and get access to a flame.
Okay. I have stealth.
All right.
Not bad. I'm gonna take it.
You're gonna take it? You sure?
I guess I'll try again. I have the extra bennies.
That sounds
I
like
would love
a
it when the
hint.
GM says, "Are you sure?"
That's impressive.
Ooh,
So
yeah, I'll take that one.
a 10 on stealth. Yeah, they're clueless. They're all busy
I'm insistent
partying.
on finding meat and a fire.
Okay, so you sneak into one of the chimneys that's pouring out this delicious meat smell, and you read the flames. And
First thing when I get in there, is there actual like meat anywhere around the fire?
yeah,
Okay. What's it smell like?
pork.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat that, stuff my face while I eat the flames.
Okay, so you start stuffing your face, and then you realize as you're
Finally
reading the
green.
flame, it's not pork.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What is it?
People.
Is it people?
It's human.
Donner party.
Have we eaten human before?
Donner, party of five, Donner. All right.
Is my race known for eating all types of meat? Would he care, Scott?
Make a spirit roll.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're like, okay, yeah, I'm not really phased by doing this, but I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
won't-
sure that
yeah,
these
it's
are
pretty
not
gross,
people we
though.
want to be friends
Yeah.
with. So
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
really repulsed or anything,
Right.
but
Mhm.
clearly they're not being straight with you.
I'm not going to partake in more. Then I'll leave. Following that.
We've got a mind link though, so we are aware of what
Oh.
he's experiencing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
if
it's
I feel
only
that,
what he chooses to communicate. It's what he chooses to communicate.
That's
if I'm still connected, I'm thinking, guys, I found meat, and I'm eating it. And then while I'm eating it, I realize, oh no, reading the fire, I'll realize it's people, and I'll say, oh, this meat walked on 2 legs. Gross.
Long pork.
Long pig. Long pig.
Long pig.
We might not want to stay. If you catch my drift.
Wow.
Let's
and-
grab these traders. Let's take them with us.
I'll go ahead and leave at that point, Scott.
Well, but I mean, I don't think that I'm okay. I kind of feel like I have a moral obligation to do something about these guys that just kind of rolled into this town and like are eating the inhabitants.
Yeah, they seem like bandits or
Right?
something.
I mean, these seem like bandits or bad guys. We should probably stop them.
They're bad guys and we should stop them. Okay,
Yes.
that's nice and vague. But
No, I mean we
what
should
if
round
we
them up.
try
force them
to assess like what their strength is? Because we're
probably
not
gotta
in the
be-
best shape right
It's
now.
probably going to be a violation of like some of the laws that we have, right? Something like that when we have an obligation to do it.
How close to the town are we? Could we get a quick count of how many townsfolk there are?
There are about a dozen armed townsfolk who would potentially present a hazard, as well as the dragon juicer and mayor and his 2 dragon juicer bodyguards.
Right. Well, I think that we should confront them with the evidence of their crimes, give them the opportunity to confess and submit themselves for justice. That's the moral thing to do.
He's going to get us killed.
Follow you guys' lead, per usual.
Okay, so who would administer this justice? Are we prepared to just? I don't know. What's the punishment for cannibalism? Is it death?
Well,
I'm sure that's kind of
I have the whole code of
a
jurisprudence loaded here into my computer. I can look it up, and we're convene a court, look at the evidence, see, and have a trial.
Yeah,
let's
Scott,
be
what's
clear.
the-
We're also trying to save the world.
Scott,
So
what's the
not that
protocol?
these guys shouldn't be brought to justice, but does it make sense for us to do that unless we're prepared to carry out a quick sentence and continue on our way?
I'm absolutely prepared to carry out a quick sentence. Yeah. I mean, whatever the laws are subjected here, and if we're having an ad hoc court, we're empowered to do this. We will examine the evidence and come to a conclusion. Oh yeah, sure. Are we empowered when we were
what
set
power? Okay, so what authority are we? By whose authority are we deciding to mete out justice?
By the authority of Emperor Prosek. Isn't he the one who sent us on this mission and in these dominions?
He is, although this is definitely not coalition territory.
I was going to say, I don't think we're there.
I see. I guess it'd just be personal opinion then at this point.
I mean, this could be a vigilante sort of action. I don't know if I feel right about doing that sort of thing. If they were to attack us,
well, then
we would have to defend ourselves.
Then I think we confront them with the evidence of their crimes, give them the opportunity to turn themselves in, and so they can go march off to face justice. Because I would feel honor bound. I can't just turn a blind eye to this, guys. This is pretty bad.
I guess I think it's pretty bad. I don't know what evidence we have other than one of us can read fires and has determined that they've killed a bunch of people. So, and prepared them for food. Right?
Well, why don't we?
I'm also okay reporting them back.
They're serving drinks now. What do you guys do?
I stand up and I ask them, why do you, who killed these people and why are they roasting over the fire?
Here we go.
Oh. So he says, well, seems like y'all have sussed out our little secret here. So,
anyone a bright?
Looks like meat's on the menu again, boys.
Oh, man.
Look, they're attacking us.
I hope you brought a can opener, buddy.
This is self-defense now.
Well, now indeed it is self-defense.
So it is.
So these people that we've escorted, how are they reacting? Are they going to freak out or are they going to fight?
They are running for their armored vehicles.
Run away!
Okay, so you guys are kind of gathered around the town square here. Quinlan's or Leviticus is out in front. Kuva is off in a house somewhere, so it'll take him a little while to get back into the action.
Serving drinks. Couldn't just say I don't drink.
Which one of these ding dogs is the dragon juicer? This guy in front?
All 3 of them are dragon juicers. Yes.
All right. Okay. Now I know. Okay, I got him. I know what I'm going to do.
And Philip did dismount from his armor.
So they've got dragonhide armor. Okay. Swords, I guess. Close quarters. I think it's swords.
So the juicer guy yells, "Find the Simvin," and a couple of guys go off looking for Kuva.
Oh boy.
We're all still mind linked though, so we warned him.
Yep. And that'll put us in the combat.
Shocking.
Let's see what we get for a turn order. Oh, Lady Mimby draws a joker.
Nice. All right.
And so do the bad guys.
Oh.
Uh,
Who's higher, Red Joker, Black Joker?
Red Joker is higher. So you're
That's
going
fine.
second. But on the plus side, everybody gets a Benny,
Nice.
which is especially good for Quinlan since he burned all of his already.
I'm trying to not die. I mean,
Yes. All right. So
it's a lot.
yeah, there's quite a few of them.
I need like a Gatling
And so
gun
they
for this
are
sort of thing.
pulling out. So these guys back here, 4 of them move to take cover and pull out laser rifles. And these guys come running up to attack Lady Mimby. And these guys come running up to attack Quinlan and Philip. And I'm going to say one more comes up to attack Zell. So mostly it's one-on-one, except there are 2 coming at Lady Mimby. Now we get a whole lot of fighting rolls. Okay, so first up, Click. I believe that's going to hit with a 6. Yes, that does hit. So Click is hit. Lady Mimby is not.
Ooh.
Zell is not. Quinlan is definitely hit.
Damn it.
And Philip
Poor Quinlan.
Philip is not. So Click is hit for 10, armor piercing 4. That is enough to shake him.
Can I cast deflection on somebody else?
No, that's one of your self-only powers. And Quinlan is hit for 8, armor piercing 4, which also shakes him. And the other guys are off trying to find Kuva. All right, next up is Lady Mimby with a Joker. That means everything you do is +2.
All right. Can I cast Warrior's Gift on myself?
You absolutely can. Alternatively, since you have a +2, you could take 2 actions this turn and have no penalty for taking either of them.
All right, I'm going to swing twice with my Psy Sword.
I think you can do that anyway because you are two-fisted.
I am.
So that's just 1 action. You can do that and do something else, including doing it again.
Strikes it is.
Because you have improved Frenzy, I need you to roll 4 times, and we'll take the best 2. Okay, so that is 2 hits. I'd like 2 damage rolls, please. That's for the first attack.
Boom! Oh. Hi. Hey,
Okay,
hello.
so we don't need to worry about the second attack because as you slash out at this guy, you just lop his head off with one of your Psy Swords.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well done.
Okay. So then 2 more swings at the next guy. 4. Okay.
All right, so that one will you hit twice. So roll the damage again.
Good lord.
And you just pivot and cleave the other one in twain.
Now, is there an intimidation
Nice
for
technique.
everybody around her? Holy cow.
It's certainly not what they were expecting. All right, next up, the Dragon Juicers all charge in and to surround the Gooder Boy, seeing that they're recognizing that this is going to be one of your more dangerous individuals. And they are pulling out Techno Wizard longswords. Okay, so your
At the
parry
dogs.
is 7. Let's see how they do. So first the mayor. Mayor hits you hard,
Ouch.
Mm,
as does one of the Dragon Juicers. So 2 hits, one with a raise. We got an 11, an 8, and a 14. So we'll do the hits with raises first. The first one is a total of 20 armor piercing 4, which does nothing.
wow. Good for you.
Second one is 17 armor piercing 4, which obviously also does nothing. And the third one is 26 armor piercing 4, which still does nothing.
Wow.
Hooray for nothing.
Yeah. You're using Bonetti's defense against me, eh?
They look a little intimidated.
Is there an actual impact here for intimidation? I mean, is that going to be a real thing?
You making an intimidation roll in order to intimidate your opponent is a thing.
I have to do it on my turn. Okay,
You'd have to do it. Yeah.
All right. Philip swings at his guy with his vibro cutlass. Not really his thing. Doesn't do that well. Zell takes a swing with her vibro cutlass. Also doesn't do that well. And that brings us to Leviticus.
Okay. What's the area effect on my armor-piercing grenades? Is that like just a circular pattern?
It is a small burst template, so you could hit 2 of these guys with a grenade, assuming
All right.
you dropped it where you wanted to. But but because you're firing a ranged weapon in melee, that is going to make you vulnerable, meaning you're easier to hit.
Okay, I'm going to change tactics. I'm going to use the two-handed attack, Vibrosword and Vibro Cutlass.
Okay.
All right, and I'll start at the top and work my way down. Here's the Vibrosword.
All right, that hits.
Okay, let me roll the damage on that one.
That is enough to shake that guy.
Okay. And you know what? I'm going to finish him off. Vibro Cutlass.
That one will miss.
All right, you know what? I'm going to Benny that
Yeah,
one.
three's not good enough. All right, with the Benny, that hits.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Wow.
you drive your vibro cutlass right through his dragon hide armor into his heart.
Chunk.
Nice.
Chunk. How you doing?
Okay. Click. You need to unshake.
Spirit vigor.
Spirit. You are unshaken.
Okay. And I am going to whip out my TK submachine gun and unload into this guy right next to me.
Okay, that is not an option because he's in melee with you. You can, however, whip out your draining blade.
Oh, that works.
That is unfortunately not quite enough to hit him, though.
I got 5 bennies. Let's try that again.
That is enough to hit him.
That's
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage, but he also has to make a vigor roll to avoid the effects of the draining blade. Assuming, of course, he survives getting hit in the first place. Okay, so that's enough to shake him right out of the gate. But on top of that, he just manages to shake off the effects, but he's not a happy camper. Kuva.
I want to use my improved fire aura and just ready myself for people. Just kind of still stealthily creep along.
Okay. Done and done. Quinlan.
Do I need to make a spirit roll to unshake?
You do. And you do. With a 4, you're unshaken.
All right. I'd like to bolt this guy.
So you're bolting out of melee. So same thing. You're making yourself vulnerable if you do that.
Okay. Can I sidestep one?
You can, but he'll get a free swing at you.
Because it provokes.
You can, however, bolt the guy in front of you.
I'll do that.
That will hit with a raise.
Wait.
And that's enough to shake him, which means you can now step away from him.
Glorious.
Maybe more than that. Might be a good idea, though.
Yes, much more.
All right. Okay, so Philip has made it to the Gunwolf.
Oh.
So he comes striding up and he sees that there's a melee going on, but also that there's a cluster of guys setting up to shoot at you. And so he opens up with the dual-linked rail guns at that little cluster of guys.
Ching, ching.
Nice.
Now they're in cover, but that may not make a whole lot of difference.
Right.
He manages to hit 3 of them.
Oh, there we go.
2 of whom are just completely red misted by the railgun fire.
Sweet.
That's going to take weeks to clean out.
Sweet mother of firepower.
Yeah.
You don't need to clean up. They need to clean up. They
Hey,
made the mess.
That stuff soaks into
It's
the
their
dirt. Don't worry
blood.
about it.
Do you know how hard it is to get cannibal out of the creases in my gloves?
It's fertilized. They're further back from you guys. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, the geraniums are going to be great next
Okay.
year.
Yeah, and the third guy, well, he gets a glancing blow, but it's still enough to put him down.
Are these guys up here at the top, Scott?
No, it's these guys over here that were lining up to make a firing line to shoot at you guys. So there were 4 of them. Now there's 1.
Okay, back over here. All right, I got you.
Yep. Okay, Leviticus, you are engaged in melee with 2 dragon juicers.
Okay, so this guy that's got a red dot over him, what's that represent?
That's the mayor.
Okay, I'm going to do, I'm in melee here, so I'm going to do the Vibra Sword and Vibra Cutlass, starting with him. All right.
Yep, that first one will miss with a 5.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to let that one go. And here comes same guy.
And that also misses
What? Sorry.
with the 6.
You know what? I'm going to Benny that.
And it still misses with a 5 again.
Dang it. All right.
So
Okay.
this guy's a good fighter. He's in juicer mode. He's dodging and weaving. He's moving fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bad roll.
Okay, so Zell is facing off with one of these guys. And she is going to try to stab him with her Vibro Cutlass. And completely fail to do so with a 2. All right, and that brings us to Quinlan, who is in the backfield, so you're not currently engaged with anybody.
Am I in range to hit either of these 2?
Absolutely you are.
All right, I'd like to bolt the top guy.
All right, fire away.
Okay.
With a 3, that will miss.
Fair enough.
All right, so that brings us to the mercenaries. So there are 2 of them that have been coming after Kuva. They now have found you, and they are going to try to shoot you with their laser rifles. One of them misses completely, but the other one manages to hit with a 6 for 17 damage, armor piercing 3. So that's going to shake Kuva and do 2 wounds.
Ouch.
Which I presume he's going to want to soak. And he soaks one of them. All right, so that's Kuva, or that's those 2. This guy is going to move towards the Gunwolf and lob a grenade.
That's not nice.
Well, we did just tear them to pieces.
Wow. Yeah, but I mean, it's nice when we do it to them, but not when they do it to us.
Right.
That's fair, right?
It's rude.
it's rude.
I mean, we're the guests in this village.
Okay, so he rolls a 4. He does manage to drop the grenade right next to the Gunwolf. Ooh, and he's acing some rolls here.
Well, that's not good.
Not good.
So that's a total of 30 damage, 30
Ooh.
mega damage. on the Gunwolf.
Wow.
That's
man.
kind of
That's gonna clear your sinuses.
It's just one grenade?
Yeah, he hit
Lord.
perfect. He hit perfectly with the grenade.
Jeez. Realize it had a air vent.
It's got a small thermal exhaust port just below the main port.
It's an air
shooting
vent,
womp-
for God's sake,
It's
okay?
like shooting womp rats back home.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
All right, so that's the grenade hits perfectly and does nothing.
Ow.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that
Was a little- Okay.
All right, so then we have one next to Click who's shaken, who stays shaken. This guy unshakes. and he's going to come over and attack Zell. The other one's going to come over and attack Quinlan. So they pull out swords, and the two attacking Zell get 2 7s, so they both hit. The one attacking Quinlan, however, is a little more distracted and misses with a 2. All right, so they are going to do... The first hit does 11, and the second one also does 11 damage to Zell.
Ow.
With the armor piercing, Zell is down.
Ugh. Man, we keep losing these guys.
And that brings us to Click.
Click is going to blast Mr. Shaken but not stirred.
Teeny.
All right. So that will not only hit him, but the guy behind him. The grenade thrower.
Let me help you with that.
All right. Go ahead and give me damage on that with the 5 that definitely hits and is activated.
There we go.
All right. So that's 12 damage on these guys. But they take that on the armor.
Oh.
Unless you'd like to Benny that damage.
I don't know if I'm...
I
I rolled 12 on a 2d6. I don't think I'm going to get better.
I think that's...
All right.
Live and learn, I guess.
That brings us to the Dragon Juicers, both of whom are going to try to use their Techno Wizard longswords on Leviticus.
Hey now. Yes.
So the mayor is going to miss, and his comrade... Actually, that might not miss. No, the mayor just hits his comrade. His comrade misses, thanks to the gang up with the total of 7 with the gang up bonus, and the sword itself it gives a bonus to hit. But the amount of damage he inflicts with that sword is minimal at 11. That's not going to get through your armor. Lady Mimby.
Cool.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take out the side swords and strike Mr. Still Shaken. And I think that's my best armor piercing.
If you use a single side sword, that gives you maximum armor piercing. But
Still
only
get
one
the
hit.
2. Okay.
So you'll get less armor piercing if you split your blades, but you have 2 chances to hit him. So do you want to go with the 2 hits or 1?
Do the 1. I feel like that armor is tougher than I expected.
All right, go for it. All right, so I'd like you to roll a d12 again using your frenzy ability, because with a 5, that's kind of terrible.
Just a straight D12?
Yep, which is also a 5. That unfortunately does not hit. Oh no, wait! I forgot about the gang up bonus. With Click standing next to you, helping you out, it does hit just barely.
You can do it.
Yes.
All right,
Good
so
grief.
Teamwork.
and you impale him with your side.
Nice.
Hey, there you go. Well done.
All right.
With a flick of the
There you go.
wrist.
And that brings us to Kuva, who's facing off with 2 guys who just wounded him. So first step is unshaking, and that's successful. All right, so let's see what Kuva has in his arsenal to deal with these 2 guys who are shooting lasers at him. We're going to go with a double flame bolt.
Impressive.
Fortunately, with the multi-action penalty, the first one misses. Second one, however, hits with a raise. Yeah, so the first guy ducks out of the way, but he incinerates the second guy. And that brings us to a new round. With Click going first.
And Zell got squicked.
What's that?
Zell is dead.
Not clear if Zell is dead or not. You can check.
Okay. I'm going to make my way over to her.
She is not dead.
Good for you.
Okay. Then... She is still surrounded by people, though, yes?
Yes. They have not yet moved on.
I'm going to hate myself in the morning.
Oh, boy. With that.
I moved over to check her, yes?
Yeah.
And they are just as armored as the last guys, right?
They are just as armored as the last guys.
Could I whip up one of my patented havoc grenades?
You could. It would be an action to then use it. So you could whip one up, but you wouldn't be able to use it this turn.
All right. You know what? Can I whip out my TK revolver? And
you absolutely can whip out your TK revolver.
Then I'm going to make a big distraction out of myself and bust a cap in that guy's face.
All right.
So this little more straightforward.
Wow.
All right, that hits.
Pick on someone your own size.
With that armor piercing, he goes down.
Ow. Nice.
All right, so
God bless dumb luck.
Not standing for that. This guy's going to charge in at you.
Yeah.
Sort of knew that.
But miss. He's a little distracted by you taking out his buddy. The one attacking Quinlan, unfortunately, does hit.
Oh.
For 11, which with the armor piercing is enough to shake Quinlan. This guy is going to take another shot at Kuva, who has now taken cover, so that misses with a 4. And the grenade guy, not wanting to get killed by the gun wolf, charges at Lady Mimby and completely fails to get anywhere near getting through her guard.
Nice.
Which brings us to the gun wolf, which is a little short on easy targets at this point. So it's going into melee.
Oh, what?
Okay. Oh, well, all right.
So the gun wolf charges over next to Quinlan.
It's like Voltron.
And deploys these vicious claws from its arms. And that will definitely hit.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
He basically shreds this guy.
Wow.
Oh, squad roll up.
All right. So, and as he does so, and this guy sees, the mayor sees this happen.
Run away! Run away!
He says, okay. We give, Uncle, we surrender. Okay. I'll explain everything. It's all good.
Throw down your weapons.
He does so and yells for his surviving troops to do the same.
It's a fair amount of trust in strangers.
All right, throw it out. Shoot him.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Joking.
Have the armor on. They still have the armor on.
Power down your armor.
He powers down his juice.
Okay. Yeah, the juice. Okay.
And he says, okay, look, I don't know where you guys thought you were coming, but this is a fade town, right? And we just faded in here, I don't know, 5-6 hours ago. So I don't know who you guys were looking for, but it's not us. I mean, we saw the sign for Slaughtertown. We thought that was kind of fitting, but that's not really the name of our town. This is Sawney Town, okay?
I can't tell if he's lying or not. I don't know.
No, you cannot.
Anybody else want to give that a shot?
Yeah, Quinlan also, sounds plausible. I mean, you're familiar with fade towns. You know that they do come and go. Says, yeah, basically he gestures to the wall, the stone wall. And pretty much everything around here, fades into different dimensions. Lady Mimby, you think he's telling the truth.
How long do fade towns last?
Depends. Sometimes it's a day or 3, sometimes as much as a week, sometimes only an hour.
So the town has faded in. These people have just arrived into a town with a bunch of human flesh cooking. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what you're trying to convince me?
No. We got that from another world. Okay, we put this together ourselves.
Okay. Do we still have the psychic link?
You do still have the mind link. Yeah. Well, no, actually, you lost that when Quinlan was shaken.
Okay. We definitely heard that it was human flesh.
Kuba definitely indicated that it was human flesh.
So whatever world they're from, they're still
It
cannibals.
has humans. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got humans. They are humans, and they are cannibals. So you guys are cannibals just from a different world.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't make it okay.
You're just like okay with this?
Yeah, that doesn't make it okay just because you're from another world.
Look, I mean, we're going to be leaving before too long anyway, right? And then whoever you were here to meet, they're going to be back.
World are you from?
I don't know. We just call it Earth.
You eat human flesh on Earth.
Well, yeah. It's a pretty rough place, our Earth.
Judging by your armor, it looks like a pretty rough
I don't
place.
even know what to do with this guy. I mean, okay, we could do like convene a court.
I'm kind of tempted to waste them. How many of them are left? This is disgusting.
There's 5 of them left, including the dragon juicers.
Well, okay. I mean, we don't need to have a long trial. I mean, we can, they just admitted to doing this, to do this heinous crime. We can pass sentence on them and execute them.
I mean, you have a pretty solid fire superiority on them at this point.
I think justice demands that we. I mean, this is a capital crime, right?
It certainly is in our world, and frankly, they were willing to take us out, and I'm assuming eat us. That's certainly malign intent, and if they ever come back and they meet another group on our Earth, it's likely that they would kill and eat them.
And even if they go back to their Earth, they're going to be eating people, which is not cool.
Disgusting and heinous.
Probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
all right. Well,
immorality, but
they put up a little bit of a struggle if you try to execute them, but with the gun wolf in play, they really have no recourse.
Yeah, I think we should take them
all in
out.
favor of execution. Any objection?
Dracaris.
I say we execute them. We'll bury their bodies and move on. But I don't think they're not like
move on. The Tomorrow Legion guys basically decide to wait out until the Fade Town returns. And thank you for your help. And you all get an advance.
I'm helping idiots.
Oh,
okay.
While that's going on, can I throw a heal on Zell?
You absolutely
why don't we all do that? Or we'll give it a shot.
Well, you might want to heal up Kuva as well. He's also wounded, and so is Quinlan.
Lord, who's the worse off?
Zell definitely is the worst off.
Everybody else is going to heal just slowly.
Well, I mean, you can cast heal more than once. Both you and Click can. Yeah, that's good enough. Yep, the 4 is good enough to get Zell back on her feet. And you also
why is my
that also took care of Quinlan. So you want to go for Kuva at this point?
Yeah.
And Kuva's okay.
Better.
So you're able to heal up everybody.
All right. Whoa.
Oh, there you
what
go.
The?
Yeah, with definite help from Click. So yeah, you're all good.
I'm just tired of getting princesses killed.
It does feel kind of irresponsible.
It reflects badly on a resume. Just
all right,
saying.
so
it does feel a little irresponsible. Yeah.
So that's it for this week. You can follow Happy Monster Press on Facebook as Happy Monster Press, at our website happymonsterpress.com, Twitter as Happy Monster PRS, or follow the podcast on YouTube, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play Music. The Happy Monster Cast is part of the Savage Worlds Media Network. This game references the Savage Worlds game system available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, and characters' logos and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All other content is the intellectual property of Happy Monster Press. Some adventure concepts sourced from the Anything Can Happen Thursdays group on MeWe, formerly on Google+. Background music is Ice Cold by Jason Shaw.
Oh, for sure.